Thank y'all for stopping by the wagon this morning. Oh, as Mr. Rogers said, it's a great day in the neighborhood today. It is. It's a bean day. You know, I've eaten a lot of beans. My daddy used to tell me beans was a substitute for meat. My mother kept beans on most of the time, and I do love them. Now, there's a lot of beans out there you can cook: kidney beans, black beans, lima beans, navy beans, but I like a pinto bean. It'll stick with you. I mean, this is a happy meal. It'll see you all the way through the day. All right. You can see we got water to about right there on old Bertha. This is 4 pounds. This is a pound. And another pound. We can get it out. Now folks, a pound of beans like this will feed 10 people. We're serving samples up here at Silver Dollar City, so this will go a long way. If you're just doing a pound of beans, I would say 1 to 2 ham hocks all you're going to need. We got the jalapeno diced, the onion. We're going to rake her on in here, let her go. Now I got the water level to about right here. 2 to 3 inches above, just make sure you keep some water on them. I'm not wanting to fill it up here to the top and drown these little fellers. Hey, we're cooking beans. We ain't trying to get them to kill themselves. So I keep water on the stove. When I have to add water, I put hot water. My damn legs is on fire. Now we've got 7 pounds of beans in here, ham hock, jalapeno, onion, dried cilantro, folks. I do not like the way fresh tastes, but I love the way dry tastes. But we're not putting any more seasoning in this time. The reason you don't season all this before is you'll boil some of your seasoning away. But you never season beans till it's the right time. When you do that, you'll know. You'll pull them beans up out of that water, the skin will crack. You'll see it in a minute, then we'll season. But make sure when you stir plumb to the bottom. One burnt bean in a pot, hey, it'll ruin the whole deal. I'm gonna have to add water, sure, a little, but I keep it on Bertha, keep it hot. I don't want to shock them. I'm not gonna put cold water back in there. Then we have to start that process over again. That's what makes beans mushy. Get them to boiling, then you cool them off, you have to boil them again. Bertha's trying to do her job. We're not gonna slow her down with cold water. We're gonna put hot in there. You know, folks, as I was saying, a pound of beans feeds 10 people. Now, most beans I ever cooked at one time, let me see, 300 pounds, 3,000 people. That's a lot of people, ain't it? Well, they hired me to do the Greater Boy Scout Jamboree of Houston, Texas one time, and I was going to fix the beans. I was going to run them by the wagon at 300 at a time for a little history and a little food. Now, them little kids that was coming up there, they was so sweet, they was, but they all had the same question. Hey, Cowboy, are these pork and beans? I said, no, they're pinto beans. Are they navy beans? I said, no, they're pinto beans. Are they ranch style beans? I said, no, just pinto beans. One little kid come up there and he'd 7 bowls full of them beans, got over there under one of them pine trees, began to swell up like a dead carp he did. The man that run that deal come by me later and he said, Kent, this was the best deal we've ever done in our life. It was. He said, them kids got some history. They got to see a cowboy cook. They got to learn about the chuck wagon. Oh, it was great. You know, you're welcome to stay here with us tonight if you don't want to have to drive all the way back. I said, sir, there's 1,500 pup tents over there in that park. I said, you got to be out of your mind. You think I'm going to stay all night with these kids? They're going to damage the ozone layer they are, so I'm going to pull on out. My legs is on fire. Say, you know, folks, we're going to stir them beans a little, and Bertha is doing her job. She is going to make them right. But people tell me, oh, I love beans, I do, but they give me gas. Well, as my grandma used to say, trap gas will kill you. You need to get rid of it. But I have got a thing that'll fix that. I know a beanologist. He's a good friend of mine. Come on into camp, Chris. This is Chris Isaacs from Eager, Arizona. He is studied beans more than anybody in the world. He's probably eaten over 1 million pounds of beans in your life, haven't you?
At least that much.
So how do you get gas out of beans, my friend?
I've studied this my whole life, and I have found the perfect way to get rid of gas in beans. And that is that you count them. And then you throw out every 41.
There you go, folks. Throw out the 41.
It works, I promise.
Now, you know, I've eaten a lot of beans, but the best beans I ever eat in my life, I think, come from out there in your country. Little red and white bean. What do you call them rascals?
Them are anasazi.
Man, they are good, and they were from the Mesa Verde Indians, wasn't they? They started that originally, putting some beans. They saved them. People found them in the little ruins. Them are good.
A fella found a bunch of them beans in a dig there in Arizona. Took them and planted them to see if they would grow, and it's turned into quite a business.
Ooh,
he sells lots of Anasazi beans.
But he still picks out the 41.
Every 41 gets thrown.
Take 14! All right, folks, you can tell by looking at these old beans, Bertha is hard at work, she is. And we just got enough water in here to keep them covered good. But they're beginning to get a little thirsty. I got hot water right here on the stove. I'm gonna add a little, I am. Not a whole lot. I'm just wanting them. There we go. I just want to keep it to where it's just enough juice in there. Give them a good stir. Ooh, look at that piece of hog meat come floating to the top. I want to keep it this way. My legs is hot. Got to back up. Bertha is doing it. For you women, oh my God. For you women that are tired of shaving your legs, hey, come see me. Stand right here. You'll never shave them again. I promise you. She'll burn the hair off of them. You can see these old beans are telling me it's about time to season. The skin has begun to crack on them just a little. Now they're ready. Now we'll season. Like I told you, you put that season in there beforehand, you're wasting half of it. So let's season them now. They're ready. We're going to use our Red River Ranch Original and our Mesquite, which has a little ancho chili in it. Give it that smoky. This right here, folks, makes beans. Hey, I think these old beans is about done. Bertha had them good rolling boil. They were about 2 hours. And we just pulled them over at the edge and let them simmer for about 45 minutes. You can tell when you pull them up here. Now, I'm going to mash a bean. I don't want them to just be plumb mush. They're just right. I want these beans to be soft but not mushy. Because you can mush one pretty easy. Always remember, keep you some water on the stove. If you have to add, use hot water. Season it at the right time. Let them simmer when they're really done. Let all of it love each other together. You know, these beans, they're probably the best beans I ever cooked. And I've been cooking beans for 40-something years. And
these are good ones.
They're good.
My gosh, I thought you said you counted them beans and got all them 41s out.
Oh, I did.
God, was it you?
Oh, man.
It's the Beagle. Hey, B, is that you been eating beans, buddy? Yeah, that's the one. It was him. Y'all come back now. Enjoy these beans. They'll be good for you, I promise.